agenda, and then we'll go through our process.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Recording is in progress.
Oh, okay. All right. Hello, everybody. It is Thursday. It's 14:30 UTC. So that means that we're having a Gimbalabs Open Space. It's the new year. 2025 is done. We started up on 2026. It's actually a brand new quarter century. Also a new 5-year epoch, which, if you're into the 5-year plan thing, no worries. It's all good. We're back, baby. Guess what? If you're listening to this on YouTube, you can like, you can subscribe, you can make a comment. Nobody ever comments. You could be the first. Actually, not anybody. The best people comment. And if you're one of the best people, drop a comment. These are 90-minute sessions. It might be a shorter YouTube video, but we've already been chatting for like 30 minutes. In this place, we do learning, we coordinate, we just make decisions. We get together each week to stay connected, share updates, explore new ideas. We just explored some new ideas without the recording on. So you got to show up if you want to get in on that. We also do a thing called consent-based decision making. By doing so, we keep Gimbal Labs aligned with our primary driver or our purpose. And I'll read that now: to provide open, replicable, safe spaces for people everywhere to learn, to explore, and to empower one another to solve meaningful problems. Solving meaningful problems is absolutely key. Guess what? There are problems. If you don't know that there are problems, come and talk to me offline, and I can share some of my problems with you. Um, you know, Here we are at the beginning of the year. It's a blank canvas, and we have the freedom, God bless America and the whole world, to solve those problems. You know what? I saw a problem earlier today that I would love to solve. And, we, as in a capital, we get to decide how we work together to solve these things and build things. Um, Solo is great, but I feel like we can solve bigger problems if we work and coordinate together, and that's what 2026 could mean to me. I've also heard it called the year of AI, and these new models are being the patterns are being worked out. We gather around the AI, like we might have gathered around a campfire. That's an older pattern. I would love to get involved with that pattern maybe one day with a group of us. We can pretend like we have a campfire, and wouldn't that be wonderful? Uh, and so, um, with this coordination, it also reminds me of governance. We are a D rep in the Cardano governance space, and I'm going to maybe ask my partner here, Harsha, to drop the D rep community portal platform into the chat. You
Yes,
can
I'm
see
on it.
how Gimbal Labs is looking at the thing. And in this space, before we go to agenda setting, and if anybody has any proposals, does anybody know of a governance proposal that's under your skin or something on your radar? Governance proposals that are out there in the Cardano space? It's not in our you know, I mean, we are Cardano. It's kind of like the invisible thing. We are Cardano based, um, and uh, and we use the Cardano network. And the Cardano thing is interesting because it has an open governance model, so that you can see what is being proposed and etc. Anybody got one?
I
Nothing's
mean,
at
they
the
just like came from the break, so maybe people will get into like proposals next week.
yeah. All right. So that's my running spiel. So that's our DREP announcement, and now we get into agenda setting. So does anybody have any proposals and or other things that they want to get in front of the whole group?
James,
James.
yeah.
Yeah.
One that I haven't written yet and is I wouldn't want to discuss formally today, but just to put on everybody's radar to consider. It was announced that Builderfest #3 is coming up in Buenos Aires in March. And anybody who signs up and pays the fee of 400 ADA, I believe, gets admittance to the event plus lodging for, I believe, the 2 nights of the event. And so perhaps that's something that a cohort of us would like to use some Gimbalabs funds to help each other get down there. I would love more time with all of you in person this year and in the years to come. And so if anybody's interested in that, let's take it async and maybe write a proposal for that to bring to each other next week.
Sounds good.
Wonderful. And right, so even if you don't have a formal proposal, this is the Gimbal Labs way. You can bring up an idea. Hey, this is an idea that I was working on. And we can also share. I think that's what we do. Um, let's see. Call for proposals. So yeah, any proposals, uh, or like incubating proposals, things that you may want to do when you're looking at this big open space of the year. What is it that you'd like to accomplish? Um, okay, Lewis, proposal or something to chat about?
I I I feel like I've been raising my hand today a lot.
We love it. We love it. Bring it. Keep coming.
So last year, during our last session for the year, I brought on a project around Gimbalabs, Extracom Academy, and the idea was to bring whatever Gimbalabs is working on and has worked on to Kenya. So that is still in the works. I remember the goal before the year ended was to finalize on the proposal, right? And I'm acting as a bridge at the moment. So the other end of the bridge, these guys have been on leave. And some guys when they're on leave, their mind switches off, regardless if you guys know each other personally or not. It comes to work, they switch off. So I am still working on that, and I'm waiting for them to get back to me. So
Nice.
we are still in motion. Yeah.
All right, that's cool. That's kind of you know what? Actually, let me share my screen as folks think about projects. Oh, go ahead, James.
Lewis, are you planning on going to the Tech Summit in Nairobi in February?
I am.
Just confirming.
Yeah.
Good.
Do you guys want to get a booth?
Oh, there you go.
I happen to have a family conflict right adjacent to that. I would love to be there. But that's another one. I mean, if we can support getting people to attend there, that's another one that we should be talking about.
Oh, which one? Let me put that one down in our this guy. I've got my screen shared now, and that kind of feels like an announcement. Is there another big meeting out there somewhere? There's something going on in Nairobi?
Yes, the Cardano Africa Tech Summit, the first one. Our old friends Darlington and Mercy and
Ah,
team of excellent people have been planning that one. Andamio is playing a role there in giving people some stuff to hack with. And so if anybody wants to support in person there, Lewis, maybe that's something we can talk about is you helping to drive some of that work.
yeah.
I agree 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Let me know
I
what you
see.
need. And
Yeah, for
then,
sure.
yeah.
And that could be like a proposal if you need help with I guess you don't need travel, but if there's some, if you want some structure to like how you're there and how you interact, you could be an official Gimbal Labs representative. Wouldn't that be cool? And that is sort of one of the things that we in the past have sort of funded, and we want to make our focus. We think that in person, just the way that things work, like getting together in person is of real value. Okay. Jethro's got
Yeah,
what you got for us, man?
yeah, I wanted to talk about the Gimbalabs African Developer Initiative. We don't have a proposal for it this year. We've not worked on it yet, but I'm putting it out there. We want to do a second version of it. And then maybe this year we'll focus on not just the technical side alone, maybe some marketing and some other non-technical aspects of it also. So we are still working on that to get how that will work, but the just putting it there to the forefront of working on the proposals here.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, and if you need help with proposal, like just hit me up in Discord. I thinking back on 2025 and Aomi, it's a project I definitely want to get like that was like it was like the home run of the what we did, what you all did, and we did as a community, was just so I don't know, it just like was a fruition. Like we were like, hey, let's get a group of students and support them. And I don't know, it just felt like one of the highlights from 2025. So let's keep it going in 2026.
Yeah, I was about to say something on the CAT, like on the CAT Tech Summit. Our students they are participating in the hackathon. Um, I think the first three positions in the local hub, for example, Nigeria local hub, will get to represent in the event live, and they would have to act it out and also, get the winner out of it. So yeah, exciting.
So help me just, and for the folks that are listening who are out there on YouTube, um, there's a hackathon like throughout the continent, and then like a hub and spoke thing. So like out there in the local areas, they're doing a hackathon, and then the winners can come to like a second round hackathon. Is that what I'm sort of hearing? Because
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Can Ahmed, I'm just on mute. Maybe you have more info on the hackathon. Is a participant of the CATS hackathon. Oh, James wants to say something.
No, well, stay on the specifics of that one. I was going to just make a more general point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those in-person meetings, um, yeah, yeah. Any more details? So do you have like is there a team from African Education Initiative or Blockprint or your club there
Yeah.
in Lagos?
Yeah.
Can you
Okay, Ahmed is a participant representing Team Blockprint.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey man.
yeah. Hello everyone. So yeah, we are actually participating in the CAT hackathon from Blockchain. I think
Ah,
it is
nice.
about to, have different, it's all over Africa actually. So every country in Africa, it is three teams. After the local hackathon in each country, they produce three teams each. Which at the end of the day, five teams from the whole of Africa will be going to the main event at Kenya. Yeah, so that's just like,
Nice. So five teams go to the main event. Okay.
yeah, yes.
Oh my goodness.
My,
And yeah,
uh,
okay, Aomi, yeah.
all right, thank you. Yeah. Concerning the cat hackathon, I just wanted to like add one or two things to it. You know, it's actually a hackathon in Africa, and yeah, I live in Lagos, Nigeria. We've held the one in Lagos, and I was actually part of the organizing team in Lagos, Nigeria. We had that last month. And the thing is, there are some kind of little changes now. Initially, WADA said that it's going to be like different hubs from different countries in Africa will like participate in the hackathon, and at the end of the day they'll be picking like overall top five that would like travel to Nairobi for the finale. But now there've been a little changes now. We heard that they're trying to make sure that all hubs are being represented, that they don't want it to be like just top five overall, so they want all hubs to be represented, so each hub would have like a screening or a more like an evaluation. Then there'll be like top three, but the first position in each hub would now like represent their hub in Nairobi. Yeah, it's no longer like top five overall, but each hub will be represented.
I love it. Oh, and thanks for clarifying that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Okay, so good things are happening. And when is that? That's in March? Is it this spring?
February 11 through 13.
Oh man. So coming up.
Real soon.
So does that
like
mean
here.
Aomi is coming to Kenya?
Aomi. You don't have to say.
And Jethro and Emmanuel, by the way, are they coming to Kenya?
I think Lewis would.
I'm not sure about that yet.
But to be clear, if funding is a blocker, let's write a proposal and get you the funding you need to get there.
Yeah. And I know that well, I don't know. There's lots of opportunity. I know that Lewis wants to throw a party and produce a music event, and I don't know, a PA, a microphone, a band, Cardano supported, get a band with Cardano wallets, the smart contract to, come on, get that Solidity crew going.
I may happen to know the owners of the world's best seafood restaurant in Kenya. So if you guys are coming to Kenya, and I kid you not, you can even Google it. It's called Mawimbi.
Oh,
Guys,
I'm Dallas.
Come.
Oh yes.
That is.
Don't worry, James.
That's what's up.
Next time,
James. The owners are also the guys who own Tracom Academy. So,
okay. So there's going to be another opportunity, you're saying.
Gonna be another opportunity, man.
Let's go. Sounds good to me.
I love it. I love it. Okay. All right. So, man, see, this is the kind of excitement that I'm talking about. Harsha, doesn't that feel like real, actionable, like, here we are at the, it's the beginning, it's the new year, but really, does the new year start until the sun comes back? I mean, I guess theoretically the sun is coming back. But the springtime is when the deal goes down, and it feels like we're getting set up. The roots down below the soil, it's like little stirrings and stuff. But that sounds exciting. Hey, let's go through projects. Unless Aomi is ready to talk about the year end, we'll end up there eventually, but our year-end project. But I would love to go through because wow, we've been here for 45 minutes and we haven't shown our incredible Notion board of all the awesome projects we're doing. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do that right now. So what you're seeing right now, hey, your Gimbalabs journey starts here. Like you're going to start solving meaningful problems with fun and happy people. That's what Gimbalabs is about. This project our project board is on Notion, which is how we do a lot of our project management. And we've got these sort of buckets: planning, proposal ready for review, in progress, done, canceled, and backlog. So right now there are 14 projects in this planning phase. And this is sort of where, if you have an idea, you can drop things in here. But here in this proposal ready for review, we've got membership and contribution to Gimbalabs, the handshake proposal, ADA experts improvements, ADA print. Does anybody want to talk about any of these proposals? And going once, going twice. We should try to track down Maureen and see how she's doing with. Well, actually, let's go through these each one off to the side here. This membership and contribution at Gimbalabs seems like it's sort of an empty proposal, but I think it was for like our Notion accounts. It may be one that we want to move into backlog. This handshake proposal was about the DNS, and I know that that's somewhere out there. Mix is written down as a sort of point person owner. And this one, ADA experts, kind of like a talent finder, like connecting people with projects, by Maureen. And this one from, I think James put this one down as sort of a placeholder for Git Honey, which is an Endamio thing. Okay. And this one, the block print in Gimbalabs, this governance platform, which I think got to a Project Catalyst proposal. Project Catalyst is a big part of the ecosystem, and a lot of the sort of creating proposals like gets us ready for, sort of uses that pattern or that grammar. So there's this one. Okay, everybody's gone quiet now that we've brought up the Harsha. Is everyone still there?
Yeah, we're all here.
Okay. I love having you here, my man. Okay, so let's look at all these ones that are in progress. And perhaps there are some that we can close down, like this Aiken PBL. Is it in progress?
I think it's done, no?
Feels like Aiken PBL is done.
It is wrapped, yeah.
Let's shift it. Let's shift it. Here we go. This is one of my favorite things to do. So if we click here and we go to done. Hey, hooray! Now, this next one, which spaces in Harsha, this is where we can get down to some actual collaboration. So this proposal, help me with these two proposals. This one, which spaces F14?
I can give like a rundown on what happened until now. So
Yeah.
we have proposed to have about 16 live coding sessions, not 16 sessions of live coding, 16 for Mesh, 16 for 16 for Aiken, and 16 for open spaces. And we have completed 4 for that proposal. So we have about 12 more to go. So 3 more months.
And this is the Fund 14
sustain and maintain Gimbalabs.
Okay. Okay, 4 are complete and 12 more to go. Okay. And that's just that's these weekly meetings. Like the Mesh is on Tuesday, the community code reviews on Wednesday. We've got the 45B that happens, I think, on Fridays or at some time.
Correctly, yeah.
Okay, cool. So we definitely want to check in and make sure all that's going, but you feel like it's on track? Do you need any kind of support?
No, I think we're doing pretty good. Like we're on track.
Okay, cool. And now this proposal is like our you and I's open space, or what we're doing right now, the whole crew.
Yes.
And it seems like this is going pretty good. Yeah, okay.
So we wanted like an extension for this because this was proposed till December of 2025. So we were hoping we could get like a consent if we extend it until April.
Ah, see, so this is the timeline. And are these 13 sessions finished? Ooh, that'd be interesting. How many
So
sessions did we do
we
before?
did finish it for 3 months. So we'll have to
Ah,
propose for another 4 months.
okay, okay. So we'll put that on the to-do, and we'll come back next week and try to get the consent round. Okay, that's good. Um, let's see. 45B. We're gonna track down Lucas. Is anybody doing 45B work? Who was it that was in there?
So Iomi and Jethro have been in contact with 45B, but I'm not sure what's going on. Like I know I went to one session of 45B, but I'm not sure what happened since.
You guys have a small update, and it's totally cool if you're like, oh yeah, we're still in the like this is the sort of non-judgment zone. Um, any little updates on this one?
Okay, for the 45B, we've not really heard from
From
anyone.
Lucas?
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, although I dropped a message last, I think December. I said I just checking in, but no response yet.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay, I think they had a session. They were completing one session. I think they just want to start the new one. The new one is what we are going to join them with. I think that was the main issue. So they had some session they were about to complete. So I think they just completed that session. So they are starting a new one. It is
Okay,
the new
cool.
one we're going to join them with. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Okay. And I'll just record that you guys are updated today and that it's, is any blocker or anything that you need from us or the bigger community, and or I think they're still looking for folks to do this, and it's like a generalized Cardano, participation uh thing. Okay. Um okay, so let's keep going. Let's keep going unless anything. Okay, looking at the boards. Harsha's looking over there. Contribution ladder for core Cardano. And Alex, this one's for Alex, and I'm down in there. Alex has been,
Is this in progress? Like, did we go through this? I
I
can't
don't
remember.
know. I'm gonna switch this one over to back to planning. It's not done, that's for sure. I'm gonna switch back to planning. Proposal ready? Proposal ready. Not all the way back. Okay. And then this one, the DNS. This is, so what's up with this one?
Isn't this one
That's,
of the Fund 13 proposals that's in progress, I think?
yeah.
The Go project that we've got going on as well.
So is this I don't think this is the Go one.
Is
It's
this the
not
Go one?
specifically, but I think it's linked to it because eventually it's going to have something to do with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Where is is the Go course down below?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, the Go course is a little bit down. That's this one, the very last one, the DNS CLI development and
Right,
Go
okay.
course.
Yeah.
So this is not the Go course, but it is this one, the link. Okay, so it was updated a month ago. It says Fund 13. Let's see.
Was that what Hinson came and spoke about?
No, that's a different, that's the one with Vesper Wallet. And that's, oh my God, are you guys following the hot drama with that? Just in a nutshell, they made a change in the proposal of questionable uh, significance.
Mm.
Um, Very quickly, they said they would do 5 meetings with 5 different regions, and they're like, you know what, it doesn't really make sense. Let's do one meeting, but like make sure all 5 are represented. And the reviewer said, no, the proposal says 5 meetings. You need to do 5. And he said that, and then he disapproved of the milestone. And then that was in November, I want to say mid-November, and then no word since. They're like, well, okay, this is our reasoning. No word. The reviewers totally checked out. So it's really holding up stuff. And yeah, I've been following it because they
Yeah.
keep telling us about it. Um, okay, but that is not this one. And is this a Gimbalabs project? Hold on. If I go up here, full project. I don't know if this is.
Yeah.
We have a lot of friends of Gimbalabs working on this one. Yeah, my name is on there. Mix and Adrian have really been the drivers of this. But this is connected. So the work we're doing on Cardano Go PBL is in association with this proposal.
Okay.
Because one of the deliverables here is a Cardano DNS CLI that our team will build. And that's so what we're going to do is build a course that prepares people to contribute to that project. And then we'll use the funding from that Catalyst proposal delivered via an Andamio treasury to support people to jump in and the ideally this would be a great like first chance for people to contribute as a developer, maybe if they haven't had that opportunity before.
Okay. Okay.
But you'll get lots of coaching along the way, right? This is the whole idea is writing the CLI for this project is a really nice gateway project for anybody who wants to go a little bit deeper into building ecosystem infrastructure.
Yeah. Okay. And I think and so really the point of the spear here is this Cardano Go development course, which we'll get to in a second. Am I correct in
Yeah, that's
that? Or because it does seem like this is not in the rears, as they say, meaning that it has been updated. I'm gonna go back to the milestones. So one of the cool things, dear listeners and people, is that you can see these projects, um, what they are, where they are. And this may seem like I'm just jumping around here. Milestone submitted. Like, which milestone are we on here? This one is in June of 2025. That's when it started. And then, okay, and then we've only got the first one, the first milestone. So this next milestone, uh, development of a controller contract and example marketplace site. So that's the one that's still going. But they said there was an update last month. Oh, and you know what? I think it was a change request. It's saying, "Hey, look, there's stuff going on." Yeah. Okay. But this is an opportunity. So if you're curious about this infrastructure, the ICANN, the DNS, if you've like you're excited about what all happens down in that part of the neighborhood, this would be one to talk about or to get into. And you can just hit us up on the Discord, etc. Yep.
well, and just to put like kind of a human language on this proposal, the idea here is that all of the top level domains that are not currently available via, like if I go to GoDaddy or Namecheap to buy a new domain, obviously I can get .com or .io or .net. But and then obviously we have our country codes, our .edu, et cetera, et cetera. But there's a lot of other top level domains that are represented on the Handshake blockchain. And among them are .ada and .cardano. You can imagine .gimbalabs or .andamio or .your name if you wanted it. And so this what Handshake does is it serves as the root for domains that are not yet available on Aiken. And what Cardano Foundation is doing is supporting the effort to bridge between those Handshake domains and ICANN registration with the vision of being able to, number one, sell .ada and .cardano domains on a service like GoDaddy or Namecheap, but also to have those domains anchored first and foremost on Handshake. And for the second level domains, for example, if I wanted to purchase gimbalabs.cardano or andamio.ada, right? Those second level domains would be represented as NFTs on Cardano. And the configuration data, right? Where does this point to? For anybody who's ever purchased a domain before, you know that you might purchase it on Namecheap, and then you go into your settings dashboard and you configure it with an IP address so that the address you now own points to this one. That data, people will have the option of storing that on the blockchain. And so that it'll be a truly decentralized registry and on the immutable ledger that is Cardano, with the idea being that for domain names, that's the kind of thing that would be really nice to have on an immutable ledger, right? It's proof. So we're pulling together just the talent and the background of the Blink Labs team in delivering this kind of thing, our capabilities of writing smart contracts to handle those things, and then the regulatory and global connections of Cardano Foundation to truly bring it to life. Gimbalabs is the owner of the .cardano top level domain. And so if we really do succeed in pulling all of these pieces together, it's a nice opportunity for Gimbalabs as a community, right? Currently, we rely on Catalyst funding, but you can imagine if selling .cardano domains by this mechanism were to work out, that could be a really nice ongoing source of funding. And now imagine what that would do to supercharge the proposal process that we've been practicing here for the last few years. So trying to put a lot of pieces together there. There's a lot of uncertainty and no guarantees that any of this works out, but there's also a lot of people who really care about it working on it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for that update. It that's yeah, and just like putting the human, because I know that you've given that bit of talk, but I'm glad to get it in today. Um, and it is it's an example of opportunity. So of all the different things that we can get involved in here. And it happens, here coming to these meetings and going to Discord and looking here on the thing and reaching out. All right, let's go on. We've got about 30 minutes left. And yeah, let's keep moving along here. The next one is code and travel. This one is from Alex, and it's sort of that, it underlines that sort of ideas like we fund travel, we fund events. Yeah.
Is this in progress? Has this also been?
Let's look and see. This one is this a co-living space in Vietnam. I don't, this one is also not in progress. We'll talk to it, but the idea is really cool, actually. So our friend Alex is in Vietnam, and is a world traveler and sort of adventure Cardano guy. Really a connection to that wild. I don't know if he would be happy about to call himself wild, but that sort of yeah, I don't know how to speak about something, but uh, he's interested in like building great things in a local level, which is definitely a Gimbal Labs thing. Um, this is definitely one that's not in progress, but in planning. So I'll move it over in planning. And I would love to, hey, Alex, if you're out there listening, because he is in a different time zone, I'd love to connect with him, see what he's got going on for the next year. But we're going to put this one in proposal ready. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, the next one is Mesh and Gimbal Labs live coding. So this one's going on. Harsha,
Yes.
you gave an update about this in November. These are happening on, I think these are the ones that are on Tuesday, because on Tuesday I have a class
Yeah.
that sort of conflicts. Yeah.
So this is the one that the Mesh team put forward when they had funding, because they were
Oh,
supposed to fund us, but like they ran out of funding, so we are doing it from the Gimbal Labs budget.
oh, okay. So, and this one is now handled through the which spaces. So
Yes.
maybe we want to put this one so we don't confuse it. Um, should we move this one into a different bucket?
Yeah, I think so.
Could it be backlog?
Yeah, maybe backlog. Yeah.
Let's put it in backlog. Let me make a comment on it. Change the backlog. Uh, uh, the current mesh live coding is managed through this one, this one. Oh boy. Let's see. Uh, this one. And if I share, look at me, I'm just doing my work here. And let's go back here. Come on, mister. And then edit. Look, this is helping my future self. Current mesh live coding happening on Tuesdays. On Tuesdays is managed through this one. Okay. And then let's change this over to backlog. But you're exactly right. Yeah, that was sort of like that happened over the summer or something. Okay, next one is Marlowe PBL. Ooh, was this like a juicy, crazy drama with Catalyst? Um,
No, not juicy or crazy. This is people with ambitious and long-held plans trying to navigate a world where it's hard to execute those plans.
yeah.
Is Sebastian here? Um, I was messaging with Sebastian earlier. He's got a update for this, but hopefully we can have an update for next week.
Okay. Okay. Um, uh, yeah. Yeah. Not juicy and crazy, as in there is some action going on here. Like this one is being like it's not going necessarily according to plan. In that the Catalyst folks kind of were because it is a funded Catalyst proposal. Yeah. Sub has an update coming soon. I had made a comment but didn't save it from last time. Okay, so there's Marlowe PBL, and that actually, so there may be some opportunity there, like because it's sort of upstream or far away from Gimbal Labs. There's some blockers that have yet to get unblocked, but once it does, and it feels like it could have been us that sort of helped to sort of bring it into focus and say, hey, look, let's do something. So I feel pretty good about that. Is that a fair characterization, James? Maybe.
Yeah, that's a good place to start. And yeah, we've worked closely with the team. We have a pretty good relationship with the Marlowe team, but in the time since we hatched this plan, Marlowe has been in the process of, number one, moving to be an independent project outside of IOG,
Yeah.
while at the same time, some of the key developers on the project staying at IOG to help finish some other projects. So it's people who want to dedicate time to this, uh, are still in that position of kind of managing their own time and commitments to get to the point where they can do the development that we need in order to deliver a course about a working product. Right now, Marlowe is not quite a working product, and that's been the blocker to getting the course done.
Yeah. And yeah, just that idea of the PBL, as I reflected, and thank you, Aomi, for sort of initiating that big reflection that I did over the break. I'm really stoked to build courses. If I think back on it, like building courses and like what we're doing with Cardano Go, um, uh, it's very satisfying to me. And so this is one that I'm kind of circled as like, oh, right, like, yeah, like, and that this is a blocker, you know, at the edge of our responsibility. But yeah, so thank you for that. Thank you for that update. Let's move on. Let's move on. What's this next one? Ooh, Dandelion Light. Martin. I know he's not here today, but I feel like this one it may be closed out. I don't want to close it out right now, but it feels like it could be. Um, here's the last updated status complete, people. Hey, I thought we did this one already. I thought we moved it to complete, but I don't want to do it until Martin's here and he gives like the final thing. I think he's already done it though, to be honest. Do you guys remember?
Yeah, I think it's done too. Yeah.
Did we just move it into done?
I think Martin also spoke about the project and told us it was done.
I did too. I don't know if it just got stuck back in
Maybe
here.
we forgot to change the status.
No, but it's my favorite thing to do. Why would I forget? But let's do it again. Ha ha ha. If we'll make a note to talk to him. If you don't know this, I think it's still going on, meaning you can
Join the meetings
yeah, you
happening
can
on
join.
Thursdays, I think.
Yeah. Tuesday. They're meetings at some point.
Yeah, it's on Gimbalabs events.
On our calendar,
Discord,
right?
Discord, yeah, on our calendar.
So
It's Tuesdays at 10 a.m.
Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna say updated this. Meetings still going. All that is to say is that you can, if you're interested in creating this, getting involved with it, they're still looking for, people to run this node or some infrastructure things, this Dandelion Light package. And they're a great community. It's Adriano, the Game Changer guy, and Martin, and a couple of the people around there. They're very technical and very fun. It feels like an OG, builder community. If I had the time, I would definitely be down there doing it because it's just, I don't know, having a little box somewhere doing something important on the internet in my house is actually a pretty neat thing. But all that is to say is here's another opportunity. Updated to done today. Okay. So, oh my goodness, this is great. Here we go. Changing it to done. Another example of Gimbalabs delivering for our community. Aha! Speaking about communities, the DREP community platform. Is Nelson still around for us?
No, Nelson just left.
Yeah.
But
everyone else is here to represent.
Yeah. Harsha or Lewis, you want to give us a little? We've been working pretty hard on this. We did take a little break over the winter. But what's to say here?
So currently it's at a place where it is functional, as in people can give comments, vote on what they want. And James has the power to push everything to GitHub, all the votes that have been. He can one button click and it goes to GitHub, and then he can vote um, based on the results. Is would that work, James? Like for you, like if you just like click once and like everything is in GitHub, would voting be easier for you?
Absolutely. I have to do it for the first time. Can we maybe do a live demo of that next week?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Actually, that live demo coming next week.
And then the actual submission of the vote requires access to a blockchain node, right? And the DREP key. Obviously, that key is requires exactly the same security as your payment keys, but it's something that we could share. So, right,
Yeah.
if I would love to share that key, Harsha, with you, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
That way we can go through that process and make sure that these things get submitted. I just haven't had time to do it for the first time, which is always the hardest part.
That's the hard one. And it'd be better if we were around Nelson and the crew so that we can give and catch like the little sticky point. Be like a user test. Be like a user test.
Yeah,
Oh,
but right now it's pretty easy. There's no thinking, like James had to sit and think and write and all of that. Now it's just like look at what the voters vote and just put in the link and that's it.
yeah, this guy. That's what it looks like. Okay. Feeling like moving along. Notion Plus accounts for Gimbalabs. And this one to just keep in here because we do pay for Notion accounts. And if you need or want a Notion account, this is where we sort of admin that stuff. It's in progress. Um, one note.
I see the review date there says March 2025. Can we
Yeah.
review this one? Maybe we set the end of this quarter.
Yeah.
We'll say last Thursday in March 2026. Let's review this, and maybe on at that time we can do an audit of who still needs an account.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds perfect. This is important, like to audit and say, hey, look, there's folks that need, and we can shift that around. I do like going back all the way back to it's like, would we switch away from Notion? I don't, I don't think so because it's really a core part, even though I am, like my high school girlfriend told me one time, she says, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. And there's a subtle distinction there, but so I love Notion, but I'm not necessarily in love with Notion. I think that's how that works.
Wow.
I don't
Notion is
mean I
offended.
didn't mean I
Notion
didn't
is like
mean to
my
be
high school girl.
I didn't mean to be too personal. Oh my goodness. Why did I think about Nikki? Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. So review of accounts coming in March. Oh, that feels good though. Because there's something about efficiency. I don't know, like $15 a month isn't like tremendous amount, but it's just, anyway,
Per
yeah.
person, it's per person, so it adds up.
It does. Well, but it's such like it's a foundational part of us. But if we're going to start it again, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, this is not what the conversation I want to have. But okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay. Sponsor. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Sebastian's still working on this. He did give an update in Discord
Yes, he
about
did. Yeah.
this playbook. So um um so updated in Discord. Kabu, clear above, situation normal, something. You guys know that one? Airplane talk. And oh my goodness, do we get to all of them in the right amount of time? Hey, let's talk about this one. Hooray! This is a Go course update. We've got a course in on Domio, and over the break I did some work on this along with Lewis, and I know others were. Where's our link? Let's see.
Yeah, so I can give like a small update. I think maybe Andrew, if he's still here, can add as well. So
Yeah.
Andrew added the adder lesson 201,
Yeah.
and I did a pull request for what's that called? Bursa.
Oh, nice. Okay. So we're building courses, and so Gimbalabs to me is course building, and here we are working on this stuff. Oh, will we have a meeting later
Yes.
on today?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
yes, for 30 minutes.
Nice.
Starting in 8
Nice.
minutes.
What's that?
What was that?
Starting 8 minutes from now.
Oh my
so
God,
we
8
need to
minutes.
wrap up soon.
Anyway, so this is if you're interested in Go, the programming language that is fast and super exciting. I think their little logo is like a hedgehog or a little critter.
I think it's a gopher.
Gopher, get it. Okay, it all makes sense now. We're gonna have a meeting on this in a little bit on Thursdays. And it does seem like everything is going according to plan. We sort of broke over the break. Oh, wait a minute. And but now we're back. Updated today. Okay. And all right. So look at all these proposals and things that are ongoing in Gimbalabs. Lots of things to contribute with. And what else? What else?
James has his hand up.
Just want to say, Newman, thank you for guiding us through this. And I'm reflecting on January's past here at Gimbalabs, right? So there's many different ways to start a year, right? And some years we do driver mapping workshops and we figure out, at a high level why we're all here in the first place.
Yeah.
Other years we work on tokenomics and the work of Gimbalabs tokenomics. I want to say that was 2021, but it might have been 2022, probably 22. And that's work that we could pick up anytime.
Yeah.
But this feels like a very special way to start the year, like just jumping back on a moving train. And that's it's not the only way to start a year, but I think it's perfect for this one because so much has been going on. We all should take the time to reflect on why we're here, and I hope we do have the time to do that as we all get our handle on what projects we're working on. But yeah, I think this was beautiful to start. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, jumping on the moving train is definitely a good sort of analogy. It is going. I'm hoping that when Ayomi gives us an update, and you may want to, we'll wait until next time, where we collected some, some little videos and things, and we're going to build something to share. But I hope that, and here's like a mission or some homework or something to do, is like continue to think about like what you did in 2025, where you started, and like what you got to. And when you say, oh, when you reflect back, it's just like what can you what do you want to like support and like feed, or and what do you want to say like leave behind? You can, there is priorities, like making a priority. This is a great thing to do, in my opinion. One of the things I'm doing as like a suggestion is creating a year calendar, the whole year, not just a week or a month, but like a whole year. For instance, I'm going to go and I'm all of a sudden super excited about it. I'm going to go on a river trip in the Delaware River Sojourn in June. And it's like 6 days on the river. And my girlfriend's super excited about it. I'm super excited about it. It's like kind of glamping, like glamorous camping where they like set up a tent for you and they take all your stuff. It's like having a Sherpa on the river, but we'll just paddle for 6 days straight. Nothing else, just paddling. And so those are the things that I want to plan for. And you can do that with this big long calendar. Like, where do you want to contribute? What do you want to build? And it's just, in my mind, it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing to do. And then we can be prepared for what's coming up. All right. Well, with that being said, does anybody have any closing thoughts? You want to shout out some goodbyes, and then we'll close up for today.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Lewis. Thanks, Jethro. Thanks, Naomi. Thanks, Fireflies. I see. My Firefly is in here. I'd moved from Otter, which never was able to make it in here, to Fireflies. And when I unsubscribed from Otter, they're like, "Hey, what happened?" And I was just like, "Yeah,